Hello everyone, welcome to Edgewise channel. Let's start with 20 minutes challenge day 4. So we are going to start with Quest Kips Learning grade 7 CBSE board. The last video we have talked about chapter 8 control flow in Python. We have started with the control statements. We have already completed the first part of this chapter, which is operators, types of operators, and precedence. So this is the cheat sheet that will be helpful for you to revise during the exams. And programming daily will help you retain programming language that you are learning. So I hope you are all with me programming 20 minutes, taking this 20 minutes challenge daily to program along with me. So grab your laptops and open your IDLE tool so that we can practice some programs today. Now we are going to start with the control statement as I have already said in the previous video. If you have not done yet, please do it. Please check out the previous video. And if you are new, please subscribe to this channel. So the control statements, we have three different types of control statement. First is sequential, where the program execution will be done line by line. So here there is a example program. Program number 8 is given. So let's directly go into this and understand what is a sequential control statement that is to be written in Python programming. So program 8 is write a program in Python to enter the marks of three subjects, calculate and print the total and average marks obtained by a student. Now let's see. Okay, now before starting through this, we'll start the timer of 20 minutes. All right, so here we go. Let's see how many programs we are going to complete today. So we have to go with taking three subjects marks. We need to calculate the total and average of the students obtained. So let's open IDLE tool, IDLE. I'm using 3.11 version. So this is the window where we are going to program it. So as I have the complete program, so you'll be going with the new file. Now here I'm going to write first asking the student to enter three subjects marks. Can you tell me which is your favorite first three subjects? Like if you ask me, math will be my first favorite subjects. So I can write math. Then my second subject would be English. And third subject maybe science. Yes. So these are the three subjects that I want students to enter their marks. You can take all the subjects that you have and you can write program for calculating total and average. And this program, once you write one program, this will work exactly same for all the students with different marks. That is why we are writing program so that you can use it multiple times, right? So here I have got math, English, and science. Let's short this SCI, that is enough. Now what I'll do, these three are like variables, or you can call it as, usually it is called variables. If you write in an expression, it is operands, as I have discussed in the day 1 challenge. If you have not seen, please go check out the video. So math, English, science, these three are variables. Variables is nothing but like a container which stores some value. Now here what I'll do, input. Here input is a keyword where the values are being taken from the user. Now I'm asking the user enter math marks. So this is the message that is displayed to the user. And one more thing you have to always remember, when I just write input and with some message, this message which is written in double quotes will be printed as it is, and the compiler is expecting user to give some marks, that is input. By default, if you just write only this statement, the value which user entered will be a default string value, and that string will be stored in math. right? Let's say if I have written 45 marks, when you just write input with this statement, that 45 will not be stored as an integer number. It will store as a string, like character. So when you use this 45, you cannot able to calculate like addition or multiplication. You cannot do to that. So we have to always remember, if it is integer type of value that you are expecting, that have to be written before the input. If it is a float value, mention float. If not integer or float, then just remove it. By default, it will get uh, string itself. So this is the first value I'm taking from the user. Now next, I will be taking English. So I'll ask, please enter English marks. And then the same thing, I'll be going with science. Yes, see, science marks. So I have taken three values. Now, how do you calculate total? Let's say I have another variable like container to store all the marks. As of now, I have only three marks: math plus English plus science. So these are the three marks that I have. I'm calculating total. And also, if I have to calculate average, I don't want to write average completely as AV or the whole spelling. I'll just write it as AVG. Then, how do you calculate average? Do you know? It is total number of marks you have obtained divided by number of subject. So I am taking only three subjects. So I'm taking total divided by 3. Now let's print marks scored in three subjects, or in all subjects you can write. So this is being displayed. Now this is the message that is completely like as it is printed out. Gamma, it is a separator. Now after displaying this message, I have to also give value that is been calculated and stored in the container, that is in total. So what I'll do, I'll close this bracket. This is the message that exactly prints as it is. Then comma, this is a separator that separates a string with integer or string with some other value. Total is a container where you are calculating three subject marks, right? So I have written total here. At this place, you will see that math, English and science marks are being obtained here, and it will be displayed there as it is. The next, I'll be printing average. So I'll write average of three subjects is, let's see, the same thing. We'll do average here. That's it. Now let's run program. Press F5. It will ask you to save. Uh, okay. This is example of sequential control statement. So I'll write it as sequential. So first thing what it is doing is like it is asking me to enter math marks as what is being written here. Math subject marks. Let's say out of 50, I'm a good student. Let's say I have 49 marks. English, how many marks? Let's expect there will be some mistakes, grammatical mistakes sometimes, so 47. And for science, out of 50, let's say 48. So these are the marks obtained. So the total marks that we have obtained in three subjects is 144 total, and the average is 48. So this is what we are doing is, if you see the compiler will be executing line by line, one after the other. So this type of program where the statement execution is in sequential, that is one after the other, it is said to be as sequential control statement. Just one after the other, line by line. No condition, no jumping, no branching, nothing is done here. It is just in an order. I hope you have understood this. Now the same program you can rewrite for your whole subject. Here we are taking only three subjects. You can consider all the subjects that you have right now and calculate for your essay exams that just recently you have come across, right? So you can calculate what is the total and the average. So that was about sequential statements. Next, we have conditional statement. Now, in conditional statement, as I have, like in the previous video, I have shown you the cheat sheet. Let me take you to that. Conditional statements are of three types. Yes. So, conditional statement where we are going to apply some sort of conditions. Now, there are three types. We'll talk about if condition. There is a flow chart that explains about that. We have if else condition and if else condition. So these three conditions will come across in conditional statements. Now, talking about the first one. Now, first, if you see conditional statement, okay, we have something over here. The definition is given here first. It is like decision making, and usually there will be a first condition kept with an if keyword. If is a keyword used in programming language. And after if there will be a condition, and that condition can be either true or false. Now, depending on yes or no or true or false, you are going to go for executing either this or that. Now, let's see an example. Now, if you have to go for getting a driving license, what is the condition? The government will ask you, what's your age? If your age is 18 and above, greater than or equal to 18, only then you will be eligible for obtaining a driving license. This is like an if condition. Sorry. Now, what you will see here is this is like condition. So we will keep one if and we'll ask for an age. Tell me, what is your age? Hmm. Now, those who are in grade 7 or grade 8, you will be around 12, 13 years of age. So you will not be like you are not eligible actually. So if it is less than, then this step. Hmm. Right. So this will be like some conditions that we are going to see in if conditions. Now we'll directly jump into this if and we'll go with this understanding this flowchart. So with this, you will able to just quickly go with the programming as well. Now if you see this flowchart where in mainly flowcharts, you will have rhombus symbol and a rectangular box. Mhm. A rhombus is to keep the condition. So there will be some expression, the condition that is to be verified. So that is represented in rhombus symbol. And this is like standard thing. You will see everywhere the same kind of flowcharts. So first, as we are going to keep an if condition, so that if condition will be represented in this rhombus symbol. And this will have two parts, like two roads. One will be a true condition, one will be a false condition. Now, when I say, is your age 18? Or you 18 years of age? It can be true if your age is above 18, or it can be false if you are less than 18, right? So always there is, for any if condition, you'll have two statements, yes or no, true or false. Now, in that case, what happens is, if your statement is true, then you will be executing a set of instructions. If it is true, what is to be done? If it is a false, then another set of instruction. I mean, immediately after the true condition, whatever statement is there, the rest of the program follows, right? This is flowchart. And if you see the structure syntax is nothing but a mathematical, you can say, like in English, we will have grammar. Grammar is a proper way of writing English sentences. Likewise, in programming language, we call it as syntax, proper way of writing the program. So if you make any mistake, then the compiler will catch hold and it will give you errors, right? So here for writing this, you have to see if keyword is used, followed by a condition and a colon. This is important. And whenever you keep a colon and press enter, you will see there will be some space. A space will be provided. That is called as indentation or tab space, right? So this indentation or tab space is provided to make sure the statements that you're writing in the program is belonging to this if condition, right? Now, as of now, just remember whenever you write if with a condition, you will write a colon, and after colon, whenever you make an enter, whenever you press enter, there will be indentation or a tab space provided. It by default, it will be getting a tab space, right? So that tab space indicates that whatever statements that you are writing with that tab spaces all belong to this if condition. So that is if. Let's go with the program now. Program number 9, write a Python program to find if the person is eligible to vote. What is the condition to vote? You have to be 18 years of age. So let's jump directly to the program now. So this is, I'll open a new file. Age, this is my variable, a container of integer. Do you have floating type of age as well, like someone telling 14.5, 15.7? No, we don't say like that. We'll say like 14 years, 15 years, that's it. We will not count the middle months, right? So I'll take it as integer type. So write integer, that is important. Then input, because I'm asking user to enter the age. So enter your age. Double quote ends, and that's it. What I have done here is asking user to enter age. This is the message I am giving and expecting some value to be given from the keyboard. And that value by default, which is a string, I'm converting it into integer and stored in the container with the name called age. Age is a variable name where the value is being stored. Now I'm asking, I have taken the age. Now I'm keeping a condition. If age is greater than or equal to 18, because to vote, your condition is it should be above 18. So I'm asking if your age is greater than or equal to 18. Now, please observe here carefully. I am pressing enter. You will see the cursor will be after a tab space. After a tab space. So, what I'm doing here, friend, you are eligible to vote, right? That's it. Now, this is the program of if condition. Now, run the program. It is asking me to save uh, if condition. Please don't give keyword as the file name. I'm writing if condition, that is not a keyword. So here it is asking me to enter a age. Let's clear this out. Okay, I'll run this again. What happened? Okay, so enter your age. My age is 12. Nothing is happening. Let's run the program again. Enter your age. What's your age? Let's say I am 20 years old. Oh, you're eligible to vote. Now, if you see, first thing, this statement is taking the value. At first, I have entered 12 years. Now, if condition, it is verifying. 12. Is it greater than 18? No. If it is not, it will not execute this print statement if the condition is false. It will skip this and go for the next statement. I have not written any statement after that. any statement after if condition, right? So this statement is ignored because the condition was false. And after that there was no statement, so it did not give me any output. I hope you have understood this part. Now, the second time, now what I'm entering, enter your age. I have entered 20. 20 is greater than or equal to 80. Yes, obviously this is a relational operation is performed and it is giving you true value. As I have said you in the previous video, day 3, relational operation will be performed and the result will be in the form of true or false. So when you get 20 greater than or equal to 18, true, yes. And because the condition is true, the statement to this if condition will be executed. So I got the output to be as you are eligible to vote, right? I hope you have understood this part. We are done with the time, only 1 minute is left. So we'll just recap what we have discussed. If condition, we'll go with a flow chart for you to understand it clearly. If there is a condition, you will have either true or false. If it is true, there will be some statement. We call it as body of if. Whatever statement of the indentation or tab space you have written, all those statements, not only one, you can have multiple statements, will be body of if. So that will be executed only if the condition is true. If the condition is false, then it is not going to print that if statement, but it is going below the if statements, whatever if you have written without indentation, right? So this is if condition. I hope you have understood. If there is still any doubts, please leave in the comment box. I'll be happy to share and discuss about the problems over there. I'll clear your doubts, whatever you have in my next video. Please comment me in the video, in the comment box. Okay, then we'll be going with if else statement with few more programs related to that. If, else, and else. With this, we'll be completing this chapter. I hope you have understood today's class. If not, please leave in the comment box. I'll be clearing your doubt. And please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye bye.